Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. So, we've got more hard decisions to make here, and I have no one to blame but myself for this, but I'm basically currently separating my roster into low-level characters for the Cove, and everybody else for the other 3 areas of the game, and it's leaving me a little bit shy on good party compositions to send out. What I think I'm going to try to do is a run at the Fulminating Prophet with maybe the weirdest party composition I've used yet. I'm thinking Villain, Dismas, Oye, and then Vipont. And I want to see if a 4th row bounty hunter can work. He's got flashbang, hook and slice. I could also go ahead and put come hither on, but I don't think that's going to be particularly helpful against the boss. I imagine he's got like extremely high move resistance. And collect bounty and mark for death at least gives me, you know, some ability to be reshuffled and still be okay. We have a definite lack of healing, and so that's a little bit scary. What I'm thinking we're going to have to do is rely on food after pretty much every single fight to just keep us in good fighting condition. And with that in mind, I'm thinking 4 stacks are gonna do it. Now, that'll mean 2, 3, basically, we can afford to get into like 3 or 4 fights prior to the boss, which also relies on a fair amount of luck that we just don't encounter that many bites prior to the boss. So I'm counting on a little bit of a lucky draw as far as the map is concerned.
This raving creature had to be silenced, but doing so proved maddeningly impossible. How had he survived the stockades, the icy waters, and the knives I delivered so enthusiastically into his back? How had he returned time and time again to rouse the townsfolk with his wild speculations and prophecies?
Huh. So he's Rasputin, then. The prophet has survived being killed in, like, a number of different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's gotta be here. We'll get a move on, and this isn't what I'm going to want to do for the fight itself, or for the boss fight itself, rather, as his point-blank shot probably won't matter there, but for any fights we might encounter along the way, ooh, that is a most helpful surprise. Let's go ahead and swing and miss. Okay, fair enough. How about... I was really hoping for a kill with that, as otherwise that's a little bit of an overkill. We're back here.
A devastating blow.
Okay, it's not too bad. We get the stun on the Bone Noble. And then... man, some unfortunate misses here. Let's try for a stun again. Okay. So we've basically gotten 2 turns of free actions against these guys. Now, that does no damage. That can do some, minus 85. Oh, okay, you can't hit that row. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, that can do 1 to 2, or it can miss. or he can dodge. I realize it's not the same thing, but Alright, let's try this. No damage. Did get the stun though. Interesting. Can I just keep stunning these guys? I can apparently. Okay. Well then. Let's... Wow! Yeah.
Confidence surges
Thank
as the
you.
enemy crumbles.
Okay. Come on, enemy. Crumble. Oh, wow. 8 to 14.
As the
There we
field
go.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright. The faint hope, it blossomed. I actually took no damage in that fight. The enemy didn't even get an opportunity to attack us. That felt pretty good, not gonna lie. Check out stack of books. Eat a little bit of stress, not the worst thing in the world. I wonder if the constant stunning is a viable strategy here. No scout. Not that nice to me today. Okay. Probably not going to be able to do it against 4 guys at once, which is unfortunate. So let's instead... You know what? Actually going to bolster, largely to not throw off my party composition, also upping everybody's dodge. I'll choose to believe that my decision is what caused all of these guys to miss. That was awesome. 8 to 12. However, okay, not too bad. And that gets a kill on him. Oh man, we've got the dodgiest crew of all time, and I'm loving it. Oh, but they've got the same. Wow. Apparently, everyone forgot to eat their Wheaties this morning. And it has left us with a situation where no one can quite do the damage they need to do. Alright. Oh, amazing. Okay. He's stunned. He's gonna die.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Alright, Mr. Fusilier. You chill out for just a minute. And then get damage on everybody. And then he dies. Oh my god.
Perhaps a turning point.
I've somehow created a monster that is capable of winning battles without taking any incoming damage. Oh man, it feels amazing and also terrifying that we're balancing just on some very precocious ledge. Oh no, I have things to do things. Oh man, come on. Come on, Vapont. Your curious nature is going to be the death of us. Okay. And a little bit of torchlight added to the mix. Alright. Oh, we couldn't keep it up for 7 rooms. I mean, we all knew that, right? I still say 2 hallways and a room in between of taking no damage is pretty cool nonetheless. Alright, a little bit of incoming damage there. Not going to be able to bleed these guys, so let's instead consider the stuns. 14, that's good damage. I don't actually mind the reshuffle. The stun is unfortunate though. So considering she's going to be out of the fight anyway, let's just go ahead and whiff against the bulwark there. Okay. Oh, that's awful. What? And tracking shot from up here. And then... Okay. Interesting. I wonder what the marksman does from the second rank. And how effective he is at doing it. Too bad. Crush for 8 to 14. Thinking retribution, though. I'm not entirely sure how useful marking my man-at-arms is going to be, because I really don't want an awful lot of damage concentrated on anybody. Okay, nice. Also nice. Also nice. Okay. Let's see here. 4 to 8. There we go. Awesome. And then...
A powerful
sweet. Okay.
Well struck.
Also sweet. Man, I'm like super nervous that just at any moment my house of cards that I have created here is gonna start crumbling down. But so far, it actually looks like this is working. And that's a little troubling.
Promises success.
Okay. Now, we do want to go ahead and heal up as much as possible here. This was the first fight where we took any damage. It wasn't the worst damage in the world. Just a little bit here and there. Sarcophagus, so... Shovel? Nothing. Ugh. So is this just interact with it and it's fine? Completely empty. Okay. I know, I think there's like a couple of types of sarcophagi. Locked ones that require keys and or shovels, and then not locked ones that just require interacting with. Okay. Dull and uninteresting is better than the alternative. Oh man. I wonder how this works. Well, they're books. You put letters on them, and then they make words, and you become stout. Okay. That's totally how they work. Alright. To 85, and then pop inside. Alright. Overgrown webbers and spitters. Not the absolute worst thing. You know what? Let's go ahead and bolster out the gate. I think that's probably going to become the go-to strategy anytime our first round needs to leave him set up for the point-blank shot, as I do think that is important enough. Okay. 10. It'll get the bleed for the kill. We've still got that guy in the back. Ugh.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Due to our lack of healing abilities, I do think the anti-venom is going to be important to apply here. As what I would normally go with just, meh, I'll just soak up that kind of damage. I don't really feel like I can afford to do. Alright, 5, you're going to take 4. So we'll go ahead and just throw it into the air, okay?
Obliterated.
Wonderful. That is one dead spider we have. Now we're out of any anti-venom. So unfortunately, Oye is going to have to just soak up that damage.
They can be beaten.
Put you back up front, and okay, the locked sarcophagus. However, you know what? I think I want to hold on to the shovel in case there are any debris that need clearing instead. So I'm just going to go ahead and ignore that. And we'll move on. You're not curious how sacks work this time? You put things in them. That's pretty much how they work. It's the very definition of a sack. Ugh. Somehow, a trap is like the deadliest thing we've encountered so far. Alright. Another quiet hallway. I'm okay with that. Own commander. Yeah. Our stress levels are doing pretty okay at the moment. Go ahead and again run through the same thing. We'll first line bolster. Then 155. It's actually pretty decent. Yeah, and it did get the job done. Yeah. Again, our stress is okay. I think we can afford to soak up a couple of turns worth of incoming stress damage. Maybe even more so than we could stand to soak up incoming HP damage. Alright, not gonna bleed you. Oh, 14. 14! And he dodged. Let's try for this again. Did get stunned. He resisted the move. Not too bad. Just needed 1 damage on him, so that takes care of it. And now... I guess we just go on the offense here. We don't have any blight or anything to really offer. So it's just a straight HP race. With that in mind, flashbang's really better. Oh man, and if it gets the stun, it's amazing. I was gonna say its chance of doing damage is really worth more than throwing a hook and slice at him, considering we can't bleed him. Of course, finally our luck ran out. Ooh, that's also pretty bad. He's just barely gonna get off an attack. Oh, and we dodged it. You're the worst bone commander ever. Yeah, that's right. I'm now taunting the enemy. Definitely the smartest thing I've ever done. Okay. It didn't come back to haunt me.
Remind yourself,
so I'm kind of okay with it.
Confidence is a slow and insidious killer.
It's like the narrator can hear me. Slow and insidious killer. Got it. Overconfidence. Not going to be overconfident. I'll just go ahead and try it out. We don't have any keys, but man, look at the bus. So many of the bus. Put those all like right here. And keep heading out. Well, finally out of inventory space. You know what? I think an emerald is probably going to be worth it. Otherwise... Otherwise, we could get rid of some busts. We could also down these 2 holy waters for it. And I'm kind of okay with that. Alright. Gotten pretty hungry so far in this. I'm glad we held onto that shovel. Just a couple more rooms to go. Hey, and finally, some scouting. I wish that would have gotten all the way to it. Looks like we're going to have 2 fights kind of back to back here. And I'm okay with that. More busts. Yeah, it's fine. Twitching maggots are now pretty laughable, quite honestly. We'll stick to the same strategy. It's been working fine for us. Maybe the speed boost will come in handier than I give it credit for. Ugh. Of course, maybe we'll have our own stunning strategies used against us. Luckily, we resisted it, but I could have seen it happening. It would have been just the right dose of irony to have made sense there.
Executed with impunity.
No, these guys are still pretty easy. I guess we'll just throw a flashbang at you. Like, yay, we got the stun. Oh, I can't stun the stunned guy? You're not going to let me pull that one off? Alright, well, you know what? We know there is a room fight coming right up. So why not?
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, I'm looking forward to the resistance. I don't imagine it's going to stay like this forever. Although if it does, that's pretty okay with me too. Alright, and that's going to be just the right amount of food. Alright. Another relatively difficult fight for enemies to deal with. Takes care of one of them right off the bat. Awesome. And again, stress is okay. I can deal with stress. Of course,
strike.
Smacking you in the side of the head with a giant halberd also works instead of dealing with stress. Ugh. Tough miss. But good dodge. Okay. Ugh. Ow on the spear thrust. That's actually more or less why I was trying to stun the spearman, was I kind of expected him to be the most damage coming my way. Lovely. She does still have her adrenaline rush in full swing right now. I mean, he's already stunned. What more is there? We can pull him up. No, just reapply the stun. Okay. And then probably not going to be able to kill him in one round. So we'll see if another stun can keep him from doing anything. No, miss. He's down to 3. As long as we act first, yeah, we should be able to do that. And there we go. Alright.
Trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Citrine, I think we're going to have to say no to you this time. Get everybody reorganized, and then, lovely, a scout that tells us it is a clear shot to our boss battle.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Uneasy companionship? We're not getting along? What happened? Why are we not getting along? Let's see here. We're good on HP, like real good on HP. So it should just all be buffs. Again, I think the Prophet's a single space unit. One of those things that would be real helpful to know. Accuracy, damage, and crit. Accuracy, damage, and crit. Let's give it to him. Spread the love just a little bit, instead of like going all in on our Hellion again. And our poor bounty hunter is just kind of chilling in the back, throwing flashbangs at everybody, while the rest of the party gets to have all the fun killing things. I'm sorry, Vipont. We'll have love for you some other time, I promise. Provisions do run low.
The light, the promise of safety.
But our journey is almost completed. Okay, I think we could do with some more crests and leaving the bus behind at this point. It's like the only heirloom we've gotten. And Dismas does have a decent enough trap disarm. Actually, ugh. Okay, we just lost a little torchlight. Actually, 80 versus 90. Okay, so he is the best. I knew both the highwayman and the bounty hunter had relatively good trap disarm. We'll go and pop that all the way up. Use the last of our torches.
And purpose is made clear.
I did leave Dismas in the front. Didn't actually mean to do that. He knows. He knows. You know what? Do like a couple rounds of tracking shot here. Up dodge, up speed. Oh, and then she can actually buff here. Oh, that was kind of silly then. Alright, what is your stun resist isn't very good. Ugh. But it was good enough. 120, I mean, that's something, right? Lovely. Nice dodges. A little ruin. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, we definitely need to start hitting him. Alright. We're probably going to have... Man. 2 incoming attacks? Like, I think I can expect to not die from any one rubble landing on my head, but the second one will probably put me on death's door.
How quickly the tide turns.
Ooh, it's a tough stun. Oh yeah. Yep. Next one's definitely gonna put me on death's door. Thankfully, he has super spread the love here. Could use some bigger hits than that. Like, soon.
Death waits for the slightest.
Thank you
lapse in
for dodging
concentration.
Dismas. Thank you for doing 19 damage, Dismas. Okay, some more bleed. Good dodge, good dodge. Okay, I do have a solution for this, which is I could move him with a rampart. However, if I do that, he actually has blight, and I think he might be even like more likely to die if he ends up on death's door because of the blight. So I'm just gonna let Dismas tough this one out. Alright. Ugh, not so alright. Yeah, that was harsh.
Teetering on the brink.
Alright.
Facing the abyss.
Every road does end. But not yet. We just need like 16 damage. We can do that. I'm gonna go ahead and bolster again. Mostly it's for the stacking of the dodge chance, right? Like, there's a... Oh man, that's huge. There's the possibility that we just dodge the rubble.
More dust
Oh,
Ashes.
Dismas.
More disappointment.
Well, if we could have just held out for like one more moment. That's all we needed. Just another moment.
If
Poor
only treasure
Dismas.
could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Poor Dismas. Oh man. I guess we should carry his belongings home for him. We'll go ahead and grab that. The food. Grab that. Switch those. And call it a day. Everything looked so promising until the very end. The very end. We do come back with basically the amount of gold we sank into this. A little bit more, granted. The cleansing crystal is nice. We get a second one of those for a second healing occultist, which Ver will be claiming once we get back to town. We also have all of the busts and all of the crests. Man, that's quite the haul there. Oh, scouting chance. I'd probably rather have unyielding, truth be told. And Dismas, who had been with us since the beginning, falls.
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
Okay. Alright, we sent a masochistic Mandeville into be flagellated, which just made sense. Of course, she now refuses to come out. That's fair. A little bit of de-stressing from the rest of our party, although nothing out of the ordinary to report there. We do have one additional character slot, which I guess we can pop on over to the stagecoach for. And, you know, I'm thinking with all the trouble it's giving us, that Quincy as a low-level Vestal for some healing might be worthwhile here.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Alright, she's got slow draw and stout, and both of her healing abilities. Okay. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Let's have just a moment of silence for Dismas. Alright, that's enough of a moment. I hope you guys enjoyed my pain and suffering. If you did, feel free to subscribe to see more videos every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes. And I will catch you guys next time.